This weekend I went to the cinema and saw The Roses, Jay Roach's second adaptation of Warren Adler's novel The War of the Roses, previously adapted in 1989 by Danny DeVito and starring Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas. It's the story of a seemingly perfect, wealthy couple. In this movie, Ivy and Theo Rose, she's a very talented chef, he's a very talented architect. But things start to go wrong for them when Theo's latest construction, a local museum, collapses during a storm. Just as Ivy's local restaurant, We've Got Crabs, which specializes in seafood dishes, suddenly takes off. They're forced to switch places in their relationship. She goes out to work and he stays at home. And this puts a strain on their relationship, and gradually things sour until they're forced into seeking a divorce, both of them wanting more. The original film is incredibly sour, incredibly bitter to a degree that's really startling and quite shocking. You never see a film that's that poisonous about the failure of a marriage, and which is often funny. The Roses is not as bitterly angry, but it is still bitter. It still has a very hard, sharp edge to it, but it manages to steer away from being completely unpalatable by being funny. Um, it's rare that you see Benedict Cumberbatch in comedy. I think here he's extremely good. Olivia Colman, of course, started out in sketches and sitcom and is superb. And I think they get a lot of mileage out of the idea of a British couple in America with the differences in cultural touchstones, the use of the C word, um, which is absolutely shocking to the American characters, but not nearly as bad for the Brits. Um, it manages to make the original, I think, work a lot better. It's not as caustic, I think, because it keeps that undercurrent of these are essentially good people forcing each other to become worse. And the many incidental details, the design of the building that collapses, the restaurant. There's a lot of humor. There's a lot of wit to it, and I think the strength of the script by Tony McNamara, who wrote Poor Things, is very much in the continual stream of humor, in continually keeping the audience laughing, which allows it to paper over the darker elements of the story, particularly towards the end when their feud becomes pretty extreme. Um, the fact that it remains funny makes it a lot easier to digest. I think the solution to the original film's ending is a lot better. The original film has a famously dark, bleak ending. This film manages to switch it around in a way that works whilst also retaining the outcome. Um, and overall, I thought this was very good. I mean, Jay Roach did the Meet the Parents films, or a couple of them at least, I think, and the Austin Powers film. So it's a long time since he's done, I think, a theatrically released film. But it's pleasing to see that he hasn't lost his touch. In fact, this is maybe his best film. I enjoyed it quite a lot, and yeah, a late summer recommendation.